Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a very special guest here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Amber Phelps. I'm with Youtopia Essentials.
And what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
I am not a Waco native. I'm a Texan native,
Ooh.
Dallas, Fort Worth area. My husband's family lives in Waco, so that's how we ended up here.
Yeah, and how long have you been here for now?
You said that a minute ago. I was trying to do the math. I think we moved here in the summer of 2019.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I think that's when we probably first ever met was doing markets or something.
Yes.
Getting
I think
involved
I ran
with the
into
community.
you in a market. I wasn't even a storefront yet.
Yeah, I think you were just chilling, coming and meeting our amazing community.
Yes.
So now you've been here for years and you've got to see a lot of evolution in Waco.
Yes.
What is one of the favorite things you've seen?
Just that, the evolution of Waco. When we were talking about moving here, I wanted to move anywhere else but Waco.
You're like coming from Dallas to Waco?
Well, not even just from being in Texas my whole life. And we never stopped in Waco except for to see family. There was just nothing to do. It was an older community, period. It was just an older community. So there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
And it was pre-Magnolia. It was pre-everything. And so when he said, let's move to Waco, I was like, why?
Why?
Are you mad at me?
That's a good question.
Yeah. But I'm glad we're here because there is a lot of evolution and a lot of growth and a lot of change. And now we're part of the community. So that's exciting as well.
And you are a small business owner. So tell me, what is Youtopia Essentials?
Youtopia Essentials is an herbal apothecary. We're a spiritual store. And it is, I'm trying to think of the definition, like we used to have it in a little frame, but Youtopia is spelled Y-O-U instead of definition Utopia, because it's about you. And the definition of Utopia is a special, perfect place of being. Well, why can't we, you, be, that? And then essentials, a lot of time people think it's because we use essential oils in our product, which we do. But the definition of essentials is you have to have it in your life. So that's what we do is we offer all natural, holistic, handcrafted bath and body product for you and to help with different things that may be ailing you. That's how Youtopia Essentials was born. We've been a business. We've been a business since 2017. We've been a storefront since 2020. Are we in 2022? We've been in 2021.
Years.
Well, we just turned a year old in May.
Congratulations.
So, but we started out on Etsy.
Oh my
gosh. So. But that's how it evolved, was about you, but me. It was a medical journey. I was sick and doctors couldn't tell me what was wrong, and specialists and pharmaceuticals and take this and try that. And how are you feeling in 4 years of my life?
Wow.
With doctors just having no clue of what was going on. Started making my own stuff to soak in a bath or to put on my body for pain or to, use for whatever ailment was happening. And I liked them so much. I started making them as teacher gifts and gifts for my family and friends. And my dad was the one, he was like, this is like, you have to do this. You have to do this as a business. And I was like, it's just a hobby. I'm just whipping stuff up in the kitchen. Yeah, it's not anything. And not to sound like, I don't know, super dramatic, but I started hearing feedback of people that were saying, this is really changed my life. Like it's really helped me with XYZ. And so I started furthering my education and got into, I'm a natural health consultant. I'm a certified crystal healer and am currently doing herbalism courses to try and learn more about all the things.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
And what has it been like being a small business owner here in Waco?
It's crazy. I was very nervous just because of what I remember of Waco being an older community and kind of religious based, and sometimes people think that this is like woo-woo witchy stuff, and
totally understandable.
It can be if you want it to be, but it's all natural. Self-care. Anybody can do it. So surprisingly, I have received a lot of support from all religion bases, spiritual bases, all kinds of people, and just it makes me feel good because everybody is looking for something to help them feel better. So if I can help somebody do that, then here we are.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Have you gotten a lot of support from our community? Have you gotten involved with any groups?
Tons of support from the community. there's so many people, including yourself, that I don't feel like I would have continued if I haven't met people like you that are just like, just keep doing it. Just
gotta keep at it.
Yeah, don't give up. So
my favorite slogan right now is "Be the Waco you want to see."
Nice.
So that's what I've been trying to coin, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure I stole it from somebody else. I'm not that original. I only have a couple brain cells here that fire at once.
Always borrowing the things and then just keep spreading the news. Yeah. Be the Waco you want to see. So I like that. Kylie Skellington, she's a huge, just, what is the word?
She gets constantly shouted out on this podcast.
I mean, hashtag Kylie. And just an influence. Like she's in everything and helping everyone. And she's a mom and she's a wife. And I think they just moved like within the past year to another house.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, how many hours are in your day?
New cocktail bar.
Yeah. And the new coffee place I'm super excited about, by the way. Yeah, she's never too busy to help, and she's never too busy to ask, answer questions and give support. And Cassie Robertson, she's huge. And yeah, I mean, all of them, they're just, everyone that is busy and doing things in Waco is not too busy to help support and give you a little, here, how can I help you rise up today? And let's figure it out. So it's been great. I've met a lot of people just in general, but I've made like real lifelong friends here, which get all emotional. But like growing up in Dallas Fort Worth, I went to high school there. I can tell you I'm maybe still friends with one person that I went to high school with, and then moved to Houston and graduated from there. I've got a handful of people that I'm still friends with there. But that was another thing I was nervous about moving here because I knew nobody. And now I know like everybody. I know so many. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, maybe not even on a friends level, but just going out, and it's like, hey, I went to your shop. Well, the burlesque show, one of my customers, they were like, Amber. And I'm like, hi. I didn't even know who, I felt awful. And she was like, I came into your shop with my daughter, and she like replayed the whole thing. But she recognized me as a store owner, and my husband was looking at me. I was like, I don't know who that is. But it's been great, and I'm excited.
So why do you think your business is so essential to Waco?
There you go. Well, so you kind of said something when we were pre-talking. It has been mentioned multiple times. There's nothing else like our store in Waco. So we offer certified organic herbs that are culinary grade. You can add them to your bath. You can add them to your candles. You can add them to whatever. Teas, we kind of push that, the herbal teas, and then of course our handcrafted bath and body products. So there are other people that craft their bath and body product and soaps and different things. They're at a bunch of the markets, and they're great. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm the only one. But storefront wise, we're just kind of it. Like there's not another one like us yet. So that's exciting when people come in and they're like, I didn't know anything like this in Waco existed. Yeah, we do. We're here.
Yeah. And you also help support other small businesses by allowing them to come into your shop.
Yes. Okay. So we are very supportive of just community. I don't want to say not so much. I mean, it's everything. I was going to say not so much women owned. We love our women owned businesses, but we are LGBTQ plus community. We are supporters. We have local people that come in and do vendor spaces in our shop, men, women of all ranges. And we just want to support people. Like we live on this big rock together. Like, let's just help each other get through it.
Fully understand.
But yeah, we like to see other small businesses. We do, like currently we're doing a raffle for, can I say that?
Yeah.
For Pro-Choice Waco.
Woo-hoo.
I know, woo-woo. So
I need to give you some stuff to donate.
It was okay. So something about Amber, I have all the ideas, but they don't come out of my head in time. And then I'm like, oh my God, that was like 3 weeks ago. We need to get it started. So then it just happens. So we did like a post on, was it last Friday?
I think so, yeah, because I went to a meeting on Monday.
Yeah, and I was like, by the way, we're starting Tuesday. So there's that. But so we have, I think, 5 different kits. Wow. So we've had multiple other small businesses, if they have a brick and mortar or if they set up, I keep saying just, and I don't mean that. Like it takes a lot to set up at markets, but the small businesses that set up at markets and do different things, we've had a lot of donations. So we have 5 different baskets, I guess, little groupings of items that you can $5 raffle tickets. 100% of the proceeds go to Pro-Choice Waco. And you get a little something from the community. So come check it out because there's a lot of cool things. And if you want to add something, we can.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, we're not doing the drawing until November 1st. So we're going to, the rest of September, all of October.
Buy them raffle tickets.
Yes, $5 a piece. That's what this girl, she's like, I can come in every week. I get paid every week. And I can come in and buy. I was like, do it. $5 to get you a ticket to whatever you want.
It's like a scratch off. You just got to every week when you.
Yes, exactly. But pro-choice it's very near and dear to my heart. And it's a weird time right now that we're in. So to show any kind of support that I can for that, I want to do that.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break real fast for a commercial break and we'll be right back. And now for a word from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And I'm Carter.
And this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a one-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.
What's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places. You've gobbled your last ghoul. Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
the Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there. And now, back to the episode. All right, and we're back. So you have this amazing raffle going on, and you do events all the time. So tell me about some of your events you have coming up.
We do try to do events. So there's a lot of other companies in town that are doing events, and there's so much to do. And so
all the time.
Yeah, such little time to do it. So trying to share space with all the other companies and not overlap. One, I'm selfish and I want to do some of the things myself. So if I'm holding an event, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But two, just giving people the opportunity to like, oh, well, so-and-so is doing this, but Youtopia is doing this, and I got to choose.
Gotta choose between.
So we're trying to do more of our, okay, let's see. When we were very first Youtopia Essentials, I trademarked the alchemy.
Ooh.
And so all of our product line was called Alchemy, but also because previously spoken, Amber's a procrastinator and I forgot to renew my trademark. I lost it. So if you learn anything from me, pay attention. Yeah. Pay attention to the mail that you get. But so we have Alchemy Nights. That's what people are like, where does that come from? That's where it came from. So our craft nights or our nights to get together at Youtopia is called Alchemy Nights. We have one coming up on Thursday for Mabon. So that is traditionally, it's the autumn equinox. It's a time of harvest, a time of renewal. We're getting ready for the winter. So we are going to be doing traditional Mabon incense, oil, a candle holder, and did I ever say incense? Yeah. Candle holder, oil, and a bath ritual.
Oh, that's
so and then just learn a little bit about old traditional ways of this time of year and what we do. And then the 23rd, we have companied with Moon Mountain Macrame, and we're going to have
Adrienne.
I do, and I'm so proud of her because she kind of took a break for herself. She needed it and support 100%, but she is back and on fire
and ready,
and doing it, and we're there for it. So we're doing a plant hanger that she's going to teach, and then it's got a little pumpkin pot in it.
I love pumpkin pots.
They're so cute. And then Wet Planties, Megan with Wet Planties is going to provide the succulents that go. So you'll get your pot and your plant, but you're going to learn how to make your pot hanger.
See, I always see those. I'm like, that's so intricate. I don't think I'm dexterous enough to do that.
Well,
so
Friday from 6:30 to 8:30, you can come and learn and see.
There you go. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. So we try to do different things. Most of the time, seasonal wise. We do offer classes where, like, we've had a bath salt one that was huge. People like to learn.
I love bath salts.
Just like, you can go
Not
to the
doing bath
store.
salts.
Yeah. Not the kind that make you eat people's faces off. But the relaxing in the tub kind.
Exactly.
So we used to sell
I'm a
bath
tub
salts
gal.
and they didn't do very well.
Really? Interesting.
So when people wanted to learn how to make their own, I was like, well, we can go ahead and do that because
yeah.
So and it's so much fun because just to see the intention that you put in your bath, like everybody's going through something, and it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but everyone is going through something. So to see, Sally Joe doing something she's trying to conceive a baby and she wants more romance in her life or whatever. And then Kim is like, I hate my job and I want to, there's just so many things that you can manifest and put into play, that you put all of your intentions in something that you've made it with your own hands with the ingredients that coincide with the things that you want. And then you're soaking in that and just literally taking it all in.
And I'm a DIY gal. Like what I say, DIY or die, Yes. So like anything I can do to make it myself. I love that. I'm all about it.
Well, and I just like that people want to, it's kind of like, I guess they feel like they're a part of Youtopia Essentials because we make all of our product in our store. So for them to come in and be like, oh, I want this, this, and this, and we put it together for them or whatever, now you can do it.
Ooh.
And in the space that we have to share. So
that's so fun. And what is something you would like to see more of in Waco?
Yeah, no. That's a hard question. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to use the word understanding as I want to see more understanding. Going back to the pro-choice, a lot of changes in this world, and everybody is so headstrong on their beliefs and what they want. You're not the only one on the planet. Yeah. And there's other people here. I think everybody's opinion counts, and I think that more understanding just needs to be had. Yeah. Collectively about all the things. So that's it. Yeah. I want to see more understanding. And I guess in a supportive environment, which I do. We were talking about that when we first talked about moving here, and I was like, ugh. And now that we're here, I'm like, wow, there's just so much diversity, and there's so much change, and there's a lot of understanding, but it's kind of still cloaked and hidden. And I was scared. to open my shop. And my husband, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? And then he got in my head, and I was like, ugh.
What is the worst that can happen?
Well, Religious groups. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people who come into my shop and think that they're one thing. We had a situation with a credit card holder that we were using that literally shut my shop down overnight because they took it.
I saw that, yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. But they took it upon themselves to deem me as a specific, I don't know what the word, we're not that.
Yeah.
We cover all bases, and it just kind of hurt my feelings that I'm just here to help people, and a big name company was like, well, we're not going to support you anymore. We're just going to shut your entire business down overnight without warning. You have no say because we think that this is what your store is.
Yeah.
And even if it was, we're not hurting anybody, and we're helping people. That's what we're here for, is to help people. So I'll get off my soapbox, but understanding, support your neighbor, love thy neighbor, and just live your life.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Well, that's fantastic, and I love your mission. I'm so glad you've gotten the community. Is there anyone you would like to shout out that has helped you along this journey? Obviously, you can shout out your mom, your dog, your grandma, anybody you would like.
Honestly, just all of the people who just get up every day and do it. Like, we're making a better Waco.
Yeah.
So you, Kylie, Cassie, Julie, all of the people, there's so many people to name. I feel like I'm winning an award. I want to thank everybody. Honestly though, like, we support each other, and we're pillars for each other to lean on, to grow on, to learn from. And I just want to thank everybody for making us a part of the community as well. So.
Yeah, that's so great. And again, I'm so glad to have you. Go ahead and give us all of your social media, your website, where we can find you, where we can find more about you.
Find us. Okay, so we are physically at 1101 Wooded Acres Drive, Suite 104.
Right behind the McDonald's.
Right behind the McDonald's. A lot of people, I don't know why the map puts us on the other side. Well, I'm not even going to say where it's at because people are going to listen to that. We are right behind McDonald's on Wooded Acres Drive, right next to
H-E-B.
right next door to Chopsticks.
Whoop, whoop.
So our website is Youtopia, Youtopia essentials.com. Instagram, Facebook, and TikToker, Youtopia, Youtopia.essentials.
There you go.
We're not great on the TikToker. It's more for fun, but go check us out anyway. It's a good laugh.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. That's
okay. Awesome.
Places and the things, but yeah.
All right. And is there anything you would like to share with our listeners today?
No. I don't know.
We covered everything.
Come see us. We are here to help. So if anybody has any questions about anything, so I cannot treat or diagnose. I can only advise. But again, natural health consultant. I'm in courses for herbalism. I'm a crystal healer, certified crystal healer. Shoot us up on Instagram. So shoot me a message. And if I can help you legally, I will answer your question.
Yay.
If not, just pop in and check us out.
Yeah. And again, thank you so much for coming on, Amber. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Debbie, so much.
All right. Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.